Hello everyone, this is Sandman from RTS Guru, bringing you a video today about why Kassadin should never, ever be banned. I see this a lot. Scrubs like to think that Kassadin needs to be banned because he's unstoppable and he's a menace and yada yada yada. The fact of the matter is, he's not. He sucks. He's horrible. At least pre-level 6, and this is what we're talking about today. I'm going to start off here showing you some runes. I have like 7 different rune pages that could possibly just bend Kassadin over and make his day horrible. Most of them focus around health regeneration quints and lots of magic resist because Kassadin can't sustain, most mages can't sustain, and if his burst does half damage and you're healing for 8 extra health every 5 seconds, he can't do anything. So buy a full MR book and just have fun. Right here we have Ziggs against Kassadin. My buddy here agreed to do this expedition in torture and pain if he got to play Kassadin and I had to play him the next time. So that's what's going to happen here. Of course, this is a sterile environment, so no junglers ganking, no teammates feeding, blah blah blah. But the whole point of this video is to show that Kassadin sucks horribly before he gets his ult. Even then, you could still smash him down if you have a coordinated jungler gank or a team that buys wards. Anyway, main point here is that any mage, except maybe Karthus? Yeah, any mage other than Karthus can probably beat Kassadin in lane. You have to utilize the advantages that every single mage in the game has that isn't Rumble or Kassadin, and that's the fact that you have a ranged auto attack. Right there you saw me die because I got bored of his harassing and wanted to get first blood. I came back with Dorns were getting like 8 million pots, and this poor guy had no chance in hell. Funny enough, Dustman still had a rune book with health regen quints, and he specifically was building around the idea of trying to counter me because he knew it was coming. Most people don't do that in this game. Kassadin should run defensive quints with defensive runes with health regen quints because he's got such a shitty lane phase. But people like to run AP and stuff and blow shit up. I don't know. It's really stupid. So the fact that I beat him like this, it speaks volumes about how utterly bad Kassadin is. Back to the point. Anybody who has a spell that's over the 650 base range of Kassadin's nuke will beat him easily. You don't ever have to let him hit you with a silence if you don't want to because you outrange him so horribly. If you do want to get hit by the silence, just walk in, take it, trade your 2 spells, and then auto-attack him once, maybe even twice if you're feeling really cheeky. And he took more damage than you despite his 15% reduced magic damage from his passive. Right here, Dustman bought a Chalice and had like 80 plus magic resist, and most people would think, oh my god, 80 MR, I shouldn't even use spells, that's just worthless. No, it's not worthless. You can still just spam his face off. And right here, I actually went to the jungle and got my blue buff and ate a lot of pots to heal up because in the real game you probably get blue buff if anybody is paying any attention and wants you to win. And even if Kassadin had blue buff here, he couldn't do crap because Ziggs is throwing a bomb every 3 or 4 seconds. Even if he dodges 80% of them, he's going to lose the lane. Now replace that with Cassiopeia or LeBlanc or Brand or anybody with a decently ranged spell and he will lose horribly. Right now I'm the poor soul that has to play Kassadin, and I kind of regret this because it shows how truly bad I am at the champion, despite my getting more CS than Dustman did last game. But Dustman's British and he's bad at last thing, so we're not going to go there. Malzahar kind of sucks for Kassadin like everybody else would in lane because he pushes really well, he's ranged, and he does damage. I know that sounds generic, but it's true basically. Anybody with some decent ranged spells and has a summoner controlling the champion who isn't a complete idiot can beat Kassadin before he hits 6. In these scenarios, everybody has optimal runes for doing what you need to do. And right there, you see me getting really aggressive because I use Netherblade and just auto-attack the crap out of him after hitting with a spell. That's one of Kassadin's only strengths, and the only reason that happened was because Dustman got lazy and didn't want to kite me anymore. And I don't blame him. I mean, kiting Kassadin all day gets really boring. So occasionally you want to let him trade favorably just to make him feel better about himself because he's playing such a bad hero. Right here, it's just the typical Malzahar pushes lane, tries to kill man at turret, uses dots. I stick around with health regen quints because hell, with my MR resist blues and Kassadin's innate passive 50% magic damage resistance, I should live through 1E. He only got level 2 Malefic Visions. It's not a problem. But, you know, we're going to return to the idea that Kassadin's melee and other mages aren't. Right there I died because I got auto-attacked a single time with the spell. If there was no auto-attack, I would have lived. It would have been fine. There really isn't much more to say. There's this crazy, ridiculously silly myth that is perpetuated within the LoL community, probably by bad players, that Kassadin is like this ridiculously horrible thing to lane against. It's like a monstrosity that mages can't deal with, when in reality, literally every mage except Karthus can. The Karthus problem is basically because Karthus doesn't ever auto-attack, so that actually plays to Kassadin's strength. Idiots who don't auto-attack. In the meantime, we see this Malzahar coming back with First Blood Gold money, and that turned into a Catalyst, which means I auto-lose a lane. I'm not really sure how. I think I just severely outplay my friend here. I almost turn it around. It's a little ways off. Kassadin has the potential to do damage. Like this is known. Like, all the people who I argue with in chat when they ban Kassadin, I go, "That was silly. Don't do that. I could just counter him in mid." They're like, "He doesn't have counters. He's Kassadin. Oh my god, he could blink. Did you know he could blink and silence and slow one champion?" Yeah, it's unstoppable. Right here, I ignited earlier. I might have been doing something silly like maxing Netherblade. I don't even know, and auto attacking like a boss. Either way, Malzahar has this suppression ultimate that stops you dead cold, and there were like 30 creeps there, so I just got rolled. Anytime a Kassadin fights pre-6, it's because the opponent let the fight happen, because he's ranged and just got lazy. There I ulted on, so like, you know, post-6, there's some problems that could happen. If there's a gank and Kassadin flashes on you and does his CC and such, like, it could become problematic, but at that point you should have like 30 or 40 more CS than him, so it really shouldn't matter. Right here, as you've seen, I have picked Caitlyn. Caitlyn is my absolute favorite champion to pick against Kassadin because it literally makes Kassadin's life a living hell. I actually felt really bad for Dustman this whole time, and this match went on for like 14 minutes. It was really horrible. I had lifesteal runes, so I had 12% lifesteal starting out. At level 1, an auto attack from a range carry does as much damage as Kassadin's Q. It's horrible. As you'll see, I have, I think, 30 more CS or something like that than him. It's pretty pathetic. Any range carry could accomplish that, except for Ashe. So, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, after seeing this vid, you all understand that you should never ban Kassadin, and that when the enemy team picks him, you should definitely go out of your way to take a really good, strong hero mid and just make his life a living hell. This has been Sandman with RTS Guru. Take care.